Hello!
Hi!
Welcome to Intertwined Stitches. I'm Stephanie, also known as XCO Mom on Ravelry.
I'm Lakshmi, also known as knitterbynature.
And today is October 4th, and this is episode 9. We're almost at 10! We're almost at double digits! Whoa!
Can't believe it. Seems like just yesterday when we started this crazy adventure.
It does, but it also seems like we've been doing it for a really long time. Maybe because I just think of it as like knitting with you, and since we've been sitting here, well, not here, but we've been knitting together for so long, it just seems like the podcast has got on that long too in my head. My wackadoo head. So what did you do this week?
Not too much, just enjoyed the beautiful weather and the fall foliage, and a little bit stressful at the beginning of the week. You know, I had to meet with talk with a few people on my school's team, at my son's school team, to see if we can find a resolution to what's going on with him. So I've been dealing with that, but I think everything's going to work out just fine. He just needs more time to get adjusted to 6th grade.
Good. I'm glad you guys are working it out.
Yeah.
Our week has been pretty mundane, I guess. Normal stuff. Boy Scouts, soccer, library. We are getting ready to go on vacation. Woohoo!
Yay!
The
That's always
van
good.
is 90% loaded up. The bags are all packed. They're just not put in there yet because I have to drive the car.
And then
later.
knitting is the last thing to get packed,
Yes,
right?
the absolute last. I have the bag packed, but I keep adding things and taking things back out, and adding things and taking them back out. And I'm on the point of my Hogwarts Express, which I'll show in a little bit, that I need to join the second ball. So I've got it sitting right here so I can skein it up, or ball it up. It's already a skein after we record. Because all my stuff is... The camera is between it, actually. So I brought it down here to make sure I did that. But, yeah, other than that, we're pretty... That's it. We got our Halloween costumes because my family lives in Ohio. Our entire family. We're the only ones that live in Connecticut. And we're going down to see them, like I said last week. And we're going to have a Halloween party when we get down there. So I had to have all the boys' costumes ready before then. And I'm like, ah! But we're all set. It's going to be super cute.
Yay! Yeah, that's something I still have to work on. Halloween costume.
What's Sadie going to be?
I think he's going to be either an army warrior or a ninja again.
Carson's a ninja. Carson's a ninja. Xavier is Iron Man, which I bought. They had like a shield, like a chest shield and gauntlets at the dollar store for $1. I was like, shoot. And they were maroon, so I had gold paint, and I painted over the chest plate so that it looks like Iron Man's chest.
Oh, cool.
And I painted like the gold parts on the gauntlet so that it looks like Iron Man's, you know, things. And so I'm like, I just need to get a helmet or face thing, and we were just going to dress him in red and put that stuff on. So I went to Walmart, they didn't have any masks, and then I went to Target and they had them on sale, and I was like, woohoo! And they were glow in the dark, and they were only like $9. I'm like, score! But the only red and gold one they had was all scraped up and scuffed up, and I'm like, But then they had a set that had the whole outfit, like a jumpsuit and a mask, and it was like $5 more. So I'm like, alright, so that I don't have to paint it and make it better, I'll just get this one. And he was really excited, and he came home and he saw the jumpsuit. He's like, I don't have to wear this stuff you made. And I'm like, heart broken.
Have they been wearing their costumes?
They keep asking to, but I'm worried they're going to trash them, so they haven't got to yet. But as soon as Halloween's over, they will wear them 24/7. So Carson's been wearing his Halloween costume from last year. This week, he was a purple kitty last year, and he had a purple sweatsuit on, and I had knit a tail and attached it to the butt of the sweatpants. And then I got a purple headband and crocheted ears and put them on it. And I crocheted him fingerless gloves that are purple. And I took felt and made like a kitty paw on the inside out of soft pink.
That's a lot of work.
So he had, it was head to toe. Mommy made it all. I didn't sew the sweatsuit, but everything else I did. And so this week he asked me, I was making him a mini mochi And he asked me to make him a purple kitty like he was last year. So I made it, and he's already lost it. But speaking of that, I'll talk about finished objects, because I have a couple. And since I don't have the purple kitty to show you, I will show you the picture I took in 10 seconds as soon as I find me on my Instagram here. There we go. I finished his purple kitty. It was super easy, super cute. So that's what it looked like. And it's Mochi Mochi Land. And that's my Instagram. If you want to follow me, XCOMom. Or if you want me to follow you, let me know who you are. I'm always on there, and I would always like to see more
and we have
knitting
a thread
objects
in the Ravelry group where you can post your name.
Yes.
We're on join in on the Instagram fun.
And then I finished my Starving Artist, and I wore it all day yesterday, even though it was 75 degrees, because I was so excited about it being done.
It's super cute.
And it is like the magic hat. It is magic because it fits everyone in my family, from my 2-year-old all the way to my husband. Every single person can put this hat on their head, and it fits.
It's pretty much unisex too.
I would say. Ish, yeah. As long as you're alright with pink, and my husband is. He's got hot pink shirts and pink ties, and he's okay with that. But Carson was wearing it. Again, on Instagram I posted the finished picture, but I was super excited. It's out of Red Heart Curly Q, which is discontinued. I was so sad to find that out, but it's discontinued. I entered it in the Fat Squirrel Speaks Squirrel It Away because I had this yarn for like 6 months and I kept wanting to knit it, and I'm like, no, it's discontinued. I don't want it. I don't want to use it yet. I don't want it to be gone.
I think you found the perfect project for it.
Yeah, I really like how it turned out. I'm going to take it with me on vacation, not because I will need it at the beach, but maybe when I drive home it'll be cold, so. Yay for finished hats! And because of the elastic in it, it's not quite as slouchy or beret-y as the Starving Artist is in the pictures. I mean, you can see where it's supposed to be that shape, but when it's on, it just, I don't know. It's slouchy, but because of the elastic,
it hugs your head.
Yeah. But I really like it. Very exciting.
Cool.
Do you have any FOs this week?
I don't have any FOs. I tried hard, but didn't make it.
So what you working on?
Right now I'm working on my Regia Garden Effect socks.
You got quite a bit done on that.
Yes, I did the whole heel and, the gusset, and working down the foot. I have like 2.5 inches to go.
Woohoo!
And then, a couple days this will be done and I'll have a new pair of socks. Yay!
Yeah. Next time we podcast, you'll have a whole pair.
Yes. Hopefully. If I don't get distracted with other knitting projects. Which I might. Like, the Color Craving, I hardly worked on it all. This is the Color Craving Mystery Cowl by Stephen West. And I did a few rows. I got past the second eyelet section in Clue 2. I'm still on Clue 2. Clue 3 and Clue 4 have come out.
Oh, jeez.
But I'm still on Clue 2. So I'm a little bit behind. And my stitch count was a little bit off. I'm working my way these short rows up in this section. But I'm not too worried about it. I think it'll be fine. It's just the holes don't exactly match up where they're supposed to be. But I'm fine with it.
No one will know.
No. So it's getting interesting, and I can't wait to add the second color. I'm using Madeline Tosh Merino Light in Charcoal, Lowland, and Jade. And Jade is the last color, the green here. And next I'm going to pick up color B, the Lowland, the other green, and go across both edges. So that's fun, a lot of fun, and it'll be interesting to see what it turns out to look like in the end. I haven't seen it all flat or anything, so it's still a big kind of blob on 2 needles here.
Now, you said that, excuse me, Clue 3 and 4 are out, and you haven't done them yet. Have you looked to see what they look like yet?
I looked at Clue 3. I haven't looked at Clue 4 yet. That just came out early. It came out last night. So, and then
It looks pretty, though.
I was excited to finish the color work on my owl mittens. These are the Owl Mitts by Billie Jane. And I did get the top of the mitt finished, and I started the thumb.
Yay!
So I was able to try it on for the first time.
Now is there color work on the thumb too?
Yes. And it is a little snug, but I'm hoping it'll block just a little bit and it'll be wearable, at least. I mean, my other color work projects with size 2 needles have never come out right before. They've always been like super small. So I would probably, if I knit these again, go up a needle size. And I would probably make the top a little bit shorter, probably to match the bottom. You
can't even see your finger.
No, you can't see my pinky. But warmer fingers this
right.
way, right?
Now, my fingerless gloves, they tend to slip around. So do you think maybe if it doesn't block out a whole lot, the snugness will help because it won't slide around as much?
Oh, that might be good.
Maybe stay on your hand that way.
It might, right? Okay.
I would think so.
So, and then I'm doing this on Magic Loop with size 2 circulars, Knit Picks, Harmony Wood circulars. And one more project. I was really excited to start a hat this week for our accessories, knit along, crochet along,
weave along.
Weave along.
That's a fun thing to say. Weave along.
And
sounds like a Boy Scout term.
This is knit out of the Laurelwood pattern by Chelsea Bercampus, knit out of Knit Picks Galileo, which is a merino and bamboo blend, and I did all of the ribbing, changed to larger needles. I went up a needle size because I didn't have the exact needle size. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, it looks good.
And I got one chart repeat done of the leaf pattern.
It's pretty.
So you can see that.
How are you liking the Galileo?
I really like it. I like the softness and the sheen of it.
It looks really pretty. That color is beautiful.
Feel it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. And it's not splitty at all. It's working up great.
Yeah, it's got a nice high twist to it.
Almost done with the first ball.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and that's all the projects I got working on this week. I didn't touch my Citron Grand at all. I think I had enough projects going. It's only been about 5 days.
Yeah. I have been working on a couple things. What did I just do? Give me 1 second. Okay. I have been working on my color affection for, well, not my grandmother's color affection. I'm trying to get it done, but it's not going to be done before I get there tomorrow, obviously, because I will be the one driving. But I got quite a few stripes this week.
You'll be able to show her anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think she really likes watching me work on stuff, so I think that'll be nice for her to sit and talk with me while I knit on her present.
See you do it, right.
So there's that. I have 1, 2, 3. I'm on my 4th set of repeats. You do 2 sets of stripes in each repeat, so I'm on number 4 out of 7. 8? 7. I think it's 7. Anyways, there's that. It's getting quite big. Whenever I...
You need longer cables.
I do. Whenever I go to turn to knit, I can't bunch this any more than it already is. And on our trip today, we drive right past our LYS, so I might have to stop in and get a longer cable on the way. Because it's getting a little ridiculous.
Or you can borrow one of mine.
Oh.
I'd have to run home and get it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll see you after school.
Yeah.
Okay. There's that then. So that's out of Knit Picks. The dark purpley blue is Deepwater Stroll. The white is Pearlescent Stroll. And the tealy turquoisey is Tranquil in the palette colorway. Palette in the Tranquil colorway. And then I have been working on my Hogwarts Express, like I said, and I am down to the owl chart now.
Yay!
Because my
so exciting.
ball is wee. I probably could have waited a couple rows to start my chart, but oh, and apparently I'm in the middle of a row. But I was worried about running out of yarn, and I figure I don't want to run out in the middle of an owl and be like, oh, now what? So I figure, worst case scenario, I finish the owls. If I have a big chunk of yarn left, I just make the ruffly bottom that some people have done as a mod. So I'm only on row 4 of the repeat. So you can't really, and I cannot cable without a cable needle. It just gives me anxiety. So I have my cable needle. But, you can't really see, but there's the owls. There's their wee heads and ears. So that's coming along.
Did you decide to add beads or not?
I am going to add beads. I have some purpley, I don't have them down here. They're like purpley, but light purple, so they'll stand out against the dark colors. And I decided on that. The husband helped me. I always call him my creative director, and he helped with picking of those. I also took Lakshmi's advice and picked up my Goodale because why not? It doesn't need to be sitting in timeout anymore. It said sorry. So I picked that up and I've done, I don't know, 4 or 5 rows. But I am now to the point where I can take the sleeves off. Woohoo!
Yay!
I had my husband modeling it to make sure that the arms were going to be big enough for my arms. And I'm like, come here. And he's like, what? I'm like, kneel down so I can put this on you, because he's much taller than me, so I couldn't stand up and do it. So I'm like, kneel down. So he did, and I'm tucking it around his shoulders and like draping across his shoulders to make sure it fits. He's like, we totally need to get you a dress form.
Totally, that would be so awesome.
So there's that. I'm knitting this out of fuzzies. Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Sport in the Aurora Heather colorway. And it is a really deep green. It's got like hints of black in it. And this is not the superwash one that just came out. This is sport weight. And
Do they have the superwash in sport weight?
I don't know. I didn't check. But did you see that they're having a big sale for their Halloween colors?
Orange and black.
Yeah, they're Shimmer, I think it's called. Lace weight alpaca silk. Mm-hmm. It's only like $3 a ball.
And it's a pretty color too.
It is. No, I don't need it. No, I don't need it. So there's that. And this is the Goodale by Cecily.
Oh no, I have no idea.
I think it's right here. Hold on. It is the Goodale by I will tell you in a second.
Yeah.
Cecily something. Come on and load.
I know, it always takes forever when you're
like
trying to...
Cecily something...
Loic McDonald, maybe?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Loic McDonald.
Name sounds familiar, right?
Yeah, lots of people have knit this, including but not limited to The Fat Squirrel Speaks, and that's what it'll look like when it's finished. The Fat Squirrel Speaks and Leslie from the Knit Girls knit this. And this will be mine.
I was thinking actually of knitting one out of Galileo.
Oh, that would be pretty.
Yeah. But I have so many sweaters on the needles right now. I really ought to pick at least one up for fall knitting.
I don't know what that's like. This certainly isn't number 3. Oh no, I'm stuck.
You're stuck to your
There we go. So yeah, those are all that I worked on this week. I have my knitting bag packed upstairs, and I think I've got my noodle to finish, and I'm taking my Ginny cardigan, and I'm taking this cardigan, and my secret knitting for my swap partner, because you know, trip to the beach with 3 boys, I'm gonna have loads of time. I might though, because my family's all there and they don't get to see the boys very often, and they're like, we will help you as much as we can. Okay, we'll see.
You should have some knitting time on vacation, right?
Yeah. Nap time at the very least, right? I will not be doing Spinzilla while I'm there, much to my chagrin. Whenever I realized that Spinzilla was the exact week that I was gone, because it starts this Wednesday and goes until next Wednesday, and I'm like, I can take my spinning wheel, but again, they expect loads of mileage of yarns, and I'm like, I feel like I'm not going to be able to do that well enough, so I sent Leslie a text, or not a text message, I don't have her number, I'm not cool enough for that. I sent her a PM on Ravelry and was like, look, I got so excited I didn't check the date. Because her and Laura were not able to make it on the team because there's too many people. It's like, if either one of you guys are able to take my spot, please do. I can make it work, but I would rather someone have the dedication of being able to sit there that week and do it. So she sent me one back and said, thanks for letting us know early, and Laura is able to take my spot. So, woohoo! But it's also, I wanted to be part of that group. But whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, it just wouldn't have been practical to take your spinning wheel and try to concentrate on doing that over vacation.
I'll still take my spindles and work on that, but...
Yeah, it just won't be like crazy spinning.
Exactly. Like, I can't get up, I have to spin. So, hopefully they'll do good. They'll do well. Wow, the English does not want to work today. Yep, so there's that. Do you have any spinning?
I have been spinning, but I didn't bring to show because there was really not that much progress. I only went across the bobbin like one more time, and really that wasn't enough to show. So still working on the Fabulous Fibers Merino that was spinning last week.
That's your tea, toast, and cake?
Yes.
I like the name of that colorway. Tea, toast, and cake. I think the pressure of Spinzilla, like, being lifted was like, okay, spinning wheel, I can look at you again and not feel guilty. So I started spinning again. I'm still spinning the Western Sky Knits in the Mohegan Bluffs colorway. I filled this bobbin and I started on the one upstairs, but I didn't dismantle it to show you. It's only like this much. But I got a bobbin full. Woohoo! I decided I'm going to 2-ply it.
Okay, that will be pretty.
I think so. It'll probably be lots of barber pulling. Wow. Good grief. I don't have any crocheting this week.
No, I don't either. And no dyeing either. I did get some fiber, some Ashland Bay VFL that I plan to dye, and I'm going to dye them in 6-ounce bumps so that I have more to work with after spinning it. Probably do that this week.
If you hear stomping upstairs, my baby, he loves to put on other people's shoes that are way too big and like clomp through the house. I think shoes might be, next to balls, his favorite things. He will go through the shoes and he'll have 12 different pairs of shoes across the house every day.
That's funny.
It's adorable, right?
Yeah.
That's what babies do. You have enabling?
I don't have anything this week, except for the yarn that you gave me, but I didn't bring that.
That's right.
But thank you.
No problem. Oh, crap. You can't leave until I finish your birthday present. Anyways, Lakshmi's birthday is next week, and I am missing it for vacation, but I have something for you.
Aw, thank you.
I had enabling, and I was all excited that it was going to be here, but I checked the tracking, and apparently whenever the Kirby Warby printed the shipping label to put it on my package, it counted that as being shipped, and so I was all excited it was going to be here on the 2nd, and it's not. It's not supposed to be here till tomorrow, and I'll be leaving this afternoon. Crushed. My husband's like, it's alright, I'll be here to get it. I'm like, so you won't be here to love it?
I know.
So, wah wah. But I'll have it to look forward to when I come home. Right? That'll be incentive to leave the beach.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I think we have our KALCALWAL knit along, crochet along, weave along coming, it's now. It's going on. We already have somebody entered a hat already. Wow.
Yeah, good going.
It's really
you have
cute.
Lots of time.
A hat for her husband.
You have until the end of the month. As long as you start something after October 1st and finish it by October 31st, you can enter it as an accessory.
Yes.
In the thread, and we have some fabulous prizes.
And you can enter as many as you finish.
Yes.
And whatever you think counts as an accessory, just count it. We're not going to be like, oh, that is not an accessory. No, it doesn't matter.
And
Whatever.
double dipping is encouraged.
Yes.
If you want to enter other groups.
Yeah, I know
for prices.
sort of a knitter has a knit along going on from his designs, the Geo Knit Tricks, and he has a lot of accessories patterns. I was thinking about doing the rock strata mitts.
Oh, okay.
And double dipping. And if you want to tag your projects on Ravelry, it'll be IS, as in Intertwined Stitches, IS Accessories. And if you want to show it off on Instagram, it's all Instagram all the time. If you want to show it off on Instagram, it's hashtag IS Accessories. I put my hat on there. Doesn't count towards the knit along because I started it in September, but just to show it off.
It doesn't count for prizes either, sorry.
Right. Darn. I told Stephanie if she wants to enter to win and she doesn't want to win her own yarn back, which this is one of the prizes, her lovely hand spun. She spun the gritty knits in the, in the Magneto colorway, and it's 612 yards.
Beautiful.
So I told her, if your name gets picked for the handspun, I'll send you some of my handspun instead.
Good trade.
Yes. So, come on, come all. Show us your accessories. Anything you want to show us. Well, accessories. Not anything. I don't want it to get crazy in there. There's some chatter about what you're planning on knitting, so chat it up on the thread. I love reading all the people's comments. My husband has an Instagram, good grief. My husband has a Ravelry account just so he can keep an eye on our board. It's adorable.
Oh, that's so cute.
He's like, you have 73 members. I'm like, I know. How do you know? He's like, I have an account. No. Okay. He's Stitch NATO. If anyone was wondering, he has absolutely no projects. He does knit, but not very often. He knows how to knit. He doesn't knit. He knows how.
There's a difference there.
Yes. And he took the idea from that Sharknado thing that they had on Discovery or whatever. And so it's like a tornado with a shark and some yarn, and he's Stitchnado. He's constantly trying to make me change my Ravelry name to like something ridiculous that's knitting related, but like some sort of pun. I'm good with Xiomo. And now that I've been yammering on, I think it's probably time for us to go.
Yeah, so we'll see you probably same time next week. Well, not same time, but
Sunday
normal
next,
time.
Yes.
That's it.
Hopefully.
Yes. So until then, bye.
Happy knitting. Have a good week.